From the Simi Valley Isoplex, the Matador Sports Network is proud to present continuing coverage of CSUN hockey. Tonight, the number 16 ranked Matadors begin a two-game series against the Texas A&M Aggies. Good evening, everyone. Delighted to have you along tonight. I'm Travis Vanotti. CSUN started the new year on Sunday, once again beating Chapman handily 22-1. Senior defenseman Levi Bowles and Quinton Abaya each recorded their first career hat tricks. Eli Berengut, John Blasco, and Tom Dobricott each scored 2 goals. The win clinched a WCHC playoff spot and kept the Matadors' longest winning streak of the season alive at 5 games. Texas A&M, they're playing their third game of 4-game SoCal road trip tonight. 2 nights ago, they lost to Long Beach State 9-5. Last night, they beat Loyola Marymount 7-3. The Aggies are trying to get back in the regionals picture. They're currently outside the top 20 at 22. Meanwhile, CSUN really can't afford too many more losses this year if they hope to make regionals in back-to-back years. The start of 9 games in just 16 days is coming up after we preview the goaltending matchup and drop the puck on the Matador Sports Network. The starting goalies for Texas A&M, Christian Westerberg. He's a junior in his first year of the team from Southlake, Texas. Making his 14th start of the season, 15th appearance, 8-4 record, 3.25 goals against average, an .834 save percentage, and 1 shutout. The Matadors counter with their number 1 tonight, Vince Seppi, the junior from Simi Valley. 9th start of the season, 10th appearance, 6-2 record, 2.88 goals against average, and a .903 save percentage. Matadors start their top line of Alex Ryans, along with Eli Berengut and John Blasco on the wings. Tom Dobricott, Levi Bowles, the starting defenseman. Scratch tonight for CSUN, George Reznikov, Jacob Steinfeld, Hans Wormsdobler, Kevin Stanke, and the number 2 and number 3 goalies, Brandon Hagen and Caleb Mead. Brandon Calvoda backing up Seppi tonight. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Happy New Year from all of us at the Matadors Sports Network. CSUN's second game of 2018. They beat Chapman on Sunday 22-1, which clinched a WCHC playoff spot. Tonight, Matadors are trying for a big victory tonight against Texas A&M, who's just outside the top 20. Dobricott to Ryans, deflects in deep. Back to collect it, Michael Pinnell, given a rough ride by Berengut, but A&M's able to break out and clear to neutral ice. Caleb Croft plays to Bowles, sends back into A&M territory. Pinnell takes another big bump from Berengut. A physical start for the Matador junior. Bowles having trouble with it, almost gave it up there to Jack Greer, able to steer it away at just the last second. Ryans has to be careful, almost had his pocket picked by Colin Butler, but he's able to work it in. Head down as well. Physical start to this one. And CSUN rolls a change. A couple of lackadaisical plays in front of the CSUN nets. A&M's called for icing, but CSUN doesn't get burned. Just 46 seconds into this one, so CSUN comes in on their longest winning streak of the season at 5 games, 10-7 overall, 16th in the West region, trying to get into the top 12 to try and make regionals for the second consecutive season. They're 5-3 here at home. They've won 2 straight at the Isoplex. Meanwhile, A&M 15-9-2 overall in the year, 8-7-1 away from Spirit Arena in College Station. Garrett Hefty picks up the loose puck. His line intact this evening. Evan Wright back in the lineup along with Quinton Abaya. Play whistle down. Looks like we're going to get a penalty in behind the nets. Just 59 seconds into the game. Garrett Hefty heads off, as well as Jack Greer, so matching minors. Both players get roughing penalties. Just a little bit of roughhousing there between Hefty and Greer. Manpower is 4-on-4. Some early 4-on-4 action here at the Isoplex. Draws one by the Matadors, held in by Will Lessick. Back to collect it. Christian Spear shovels it around, deflects to Matt Hoover. His shot stopped by Westerberg. A rebound, Cameron Rorick kept out by Westerberg. 2 good chances there for Hoover and then Rorick, but Westerberg, a couple of nice saves. Matt Bushton heals his shot. Lessick plays in deep. Puck rims around for Andrew Monholland, the veteran for A&M. Bushton a drive, that's blocked by John Finn and cleared out. Finn sacrificing the body there. Bushton looks up ice, closed in on, but able to send to Lessick. Lessick banks it to Hoover, 2-on-3 for CSUN. Hoover chips in, and the Matadors roll a defensive change up ice. Hoover centering pass denied. Held in by Mason Ewan, fresh off the bench, and he checked down Brandon Steele as a result. 1 minute to go, 4-on-4 play. Puck play to Steele, shovels it in deep. Seppi, almost cost him as it took a weird hop in the corner. Luckily for CSUN, off the side of the net and not in. Matadors clear out. Pinnell plays this way for Monholland. Monholland back to Pinnell. Pinnell settles things down. Pinnell's stretch pass deflected further by Jarrett Taylor. Back forward, Alex Marbach. Marbach around for Abaya. Abaya chips further through Tommy Peng. Chipping it back in, Justin Ruve. Abaya has a bit of time, chips to Marbach, lets it go to Ewan, his pass off a Peng. A couple of Aggies pressure the Matadors senior. Taylor hit up high by Ewan, play continues, dug free by the Aggies. Works back to Pinnell, his shot stopped by Seppi, big rebound deflected on and stopped by Seppi. That was Colin Butler with the second bid, 5-on-5 hockey. Luckily for Seppi, the defense was there to bail him out. Andre Ramirez, the newcomer, picks up the loose puck. Ramirez creates some space, 2-on-1. Ramirez with Marbach. Sends it to Marbach and he scores! Andre Ramirez, the newcomer. Graduate student from Bakersfield to Marbach, and CSUN's up 1 at 16:42. That's Marbach's 4th goal of the season. Had a goal on Sunday. For Ramirez, he had 3 assists in his Matador debut on Sunday. That's what Ramirez can do for this team. He has blazing speed. That shot is stopped by Westerberg. John Michael Lauren with that bid. Sent in front for Ramirez. Couldn't settle the jumpy puck. What a pickup for CSUN. Andre Ramirez. Went to USC, played 4 years there for their baseball team. Played 2 years of minor league baseball before coming to CSUN as a graduate student. Just a pure athlete, Andre Ramirez. Monholland creates some space. Ramirez picks up a lone assist on the goal. Well, good start for CSUN. When they've scored first this year, they're 6-4. When A&M's given up the first goal, they're 4-6-1, so a couple of games below 500. Puck played further by Roof. Back to get it. Dobricott, stretch pass for Barengut, just couldn't get a handle on it. Pinnell in front of his own net, off of Barengut, and it deflects to Westerberg. He keeps it held. So Barengut there, almost a breakaway. 15:35 to go in the first. These two teams pretty similar numbers offensively. Matadors now scoring an average of 5.71 goals per game, but you take away the 2 Chapman scores and it's a more realistic goals for. It's right at 4 on the year. For A&M, they average 4.58 goals per game. Shot by Bushton to steal it from Taylor, send it behind the net. Westerberg leaves for Pinnell. A&M has 17 skaters tonight, 2 goalies. They only have 2 goalies this season. The backup, Bryden Gilliland. So A&M clears out, picked up by Lessick, taps to Bushton. Bushton to Lessick once more. He's got to be careful with Ross Roberts on the forward check. Also there, Mark Oswald. Going back to Marbach, he now has a 3-game point scoring streak. Marbach has put up the goals lately against Chapman and now here tonight against A&M. Barengut shouldered off by a couple of Aggies, and it comes out right to Barengut, but CSUN was still offside. 14:36 remaining in the opening period. A&M has historically been the most successful Texas team in the ACHA. They were the only Texas team to make regionals until last year when UTEP made them. A&M has finished 14th in the rankings each of the last 2 years, trying to get back to regionals for the first time since 2014. They made regionals in 4 or 5 years, 2010, 11, 13, and 14, but they've kind of hit hard times the last couple of years, not quite as strong as they've been. Marbach, the goal scorer, fires wide. First on at right. Good to see Evan Wright back in the lineup after sitting out on Sunday. Ewan up top shoots, and it's blocked by Gary Russell. Russell, the captain for A&M. Marbach holds the zone, shoots, didn't get on goal. Backhand bid then by Wright, stopped by Westerberg. Hefty picks up the loose puck, give it a rough ride. The A&M player got the worst of it. Zone held for just a moment, now countering Russell. Russell pressured by Abaya, taps it to his defenseman Spear. Then on to Monholland's got to be careful. Hoover right on him, forces a turnover. Out front off of Westerberg. Marbach again keeps the zone. Hoover checked well by Steele. Marbach shoot stop by Westerberg. Alex Marbach having a real good first period for the Matadors. Rorick trips up Caleb Croft, but play continues. Could have been called tripping, but the ref's letting that one go. Pang on the forward check, Steele yields a turnover. Out front, Rorick, and he scores! Cameron Rorick, 2-0 CSUN at 13-12. Bad turnover by the Aggies. That's Rorick's 7th goal of the season. He now has a 5-game point scoring streak, and for Rorick, that's career goal number 20 for him, and this is 81st career game. So congratulations to Rorick. Rorick didn't have a goal on Sunday, but had a couple of helpers. Every single player for the Matadors on Sunday scored at least 1 point. All but 3 players scored goals against Chapman. So the good start for CSUN continues. It's dug free by the Aggies. And Ruve clears out. Bulls back up the wing for Ramirez. Cross ice, Lauren. Is pressured well by Greer, giving a rough ride down to the ice. Hoover picks up the lone assist. Hoover was also not in the lineup on Sunday, as some of the depth players for CSUN got some time. Lauren shoots wide. Held in by Bulls, centering pass out of the reach of Lauren. Pennell closed in on by Lauren. Able to get it to his defensive partner. All CSUN to begin. Very little action in CSUN's defensive zone. What a hit there. That was Ramirez laying the body. He's a physical player as well. Stretch to Lauren. Lauren will dump and chase. Westerberg got to play it, turns it over to Blasco, but couldn't do anything with it. Big bump this time by Ryans on Brady Allen. Blasco in deep, once again yields a turnover, but Roberts regathers for the Aggies. Skated through neutral ice by Taylor, loses an edge. Bulls shoulders Roberts, picked up by Finn. Finn out front, denied by Baron Guts. Good defensive position there for Eli Baron Guts. Bit of a dangerous play. He's met by Roberts, then hammered down, but that's a penalty to Texas A&M. Finn's gonna go off. Seppi now realizes it. That goes through Allen. It's still not been touched, but now it is by Westerberg. So CSUN gets the first power play at 11:07. It's a holding call to Finn. We talked about it all season long, these struggles on the power play for CSUN. They did get a couple of goals on Sunday against Chapman. They are now 13.9% overall in the year, 12.9% here at home. Still searching for more consistency on the power play. The Hefty line starts with Bushton and Lessick the pointman. Abaya with the puck. Abaya to Bushton. He shoots. It's blocked by Steele. Hefty back to Bushton. Shoots. It's blocked again by Steele. Right pivots but couldn't fire. And Steele clears out. Possible breakaway for Butler, but Bushton gets back to disrupt. Butler's got some wheels for A&M. Lessick, pressured by Steele, gives to Bushton as all 5 players still out on the ice for the Matadors as 40 seconds have gone by. Lessick starts the breakout to Hefty. Hefty stops up in front for Wright, heals his shots. Wright is pressured by Greer, gets it back to Lessick, his drive's blocked. Abaya picks up the loose puck, banks it to Lessick. Closed in on by Greer, forces a turnover. Here comes Ruve. Ruve from the outside over top. Off a Matador defenseman's stick. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. Matadors rolling a couple of changes. Stretch to Blasco, fresh off the bench. Westerberg gave it up, but he's able to cover to the side of the net. Westerberg, a pretty active goalie for the Aggies. The backup tonight, Gilliland, has played the most minutes coming into this road trip for A&M, so Westerberg is technically the number 2, but they've almost split time this year. Gilliland 760 minutes play, Westerberg 684. 37 seconds remaining on the power play. Dobrkat shoots just wide. Change direction. Top lines out. Barenguts taps to Dobrkat. Calls for it, gets it back. Barengut shoots, deflected over top by Blasco and out of play. The CSUN is still trying to find the right combinations on the power play. And when they go to Minnesota and Wisconsin next weekend, the power play is really going to have to start clicking, I think, if the Matadors are going to find success against Minnesota State, Mankato, and Wisconsin Eau Claire. Barengut to Ryants, pressured by a couple of Aggies, but it's not cleared. Ryants shoots, deflects on. Off of Steele, but Westerberg, a nice save at the top of the crease. Steele, a real good penalty killer for the Aggies, has blocked a couple of shots on this PP. 12 seconds to go on it. Ryants again takes the draw and wins cleanly to Dobrkat. Bowles fires wide. Bowles, his first career hat trick on Sunday. Congratulations to the senior defenseman. Finn out of the box. CSUN 0 for 1 on the power play. Race for the puck. Finn gets there first, no icing. Bowles pins him up. Houston Svonderk, the leading scorer for the Aggies, digs it free. Checked by Ryants. Steele and Svonderk ran into one another. Zone is still not cleared. Bowles, weak pass taken over by the Aggies. Out front, taken over by Dobrkat. Leaves for Barengut, 2-on-2. Barengut fires off of the stick of Pinnell. Pinnell curls away from Barengut. 8.5 to go in the first. Marbach and Rourke, the goal scorers so far. Those goals coming 3 minutes and 30 seconds apart here in this first period. Rourke to Hoover, checked down at the moment of truth by Butler. And A&M clears. Still no real action in the Matador defensive zone. It's been all CSUN possession-wise. Rourke slams it in. CSUN gets back onside. Westerberg leaves for Monholland. Monholland off of that Aggie, and it comes to the neutral zone. Marbach over the A&M cage. Tapped back by Croft, and it's cleared out. But that's all A&M can do right now is just clear the zone, but they can't get through the neutral zone. Deflected further for Croft. Croft fires, deflected up and out of play off of Ewan's stick. 7:33 remaining in the first. It's been a tough go for A&M to start this season. They are playing 12 straight road games. They went up and played Washington Saturday and Monday. They split with the Huskies. Coming here to SoCal, of course, playing Long Beach 2 nights ago, LMU last night, 2 games against CSUN. Then they're going to go to Oklahoma to play the University of Oklahoma. Then they're going to go to Dallas to play TCU. Finally, they're going to come home after that. Ramirez gets there first to wash out the icing. Westerberg, well, he's got to be careful back there. Active goalie, but he's turned the puck over a lot when he's come out to play it. Lessig's shot goes wide, so this is game number 5 for A&M on this really 12-game stretch of road games for the Aggies. Tough way to start the new year. This is the new look 4th line. Jack Maxton with Lauren and Ramirez. So the Matadors now have that 4-line mentality once again. Sent out front. It's dropped and fired wide by Taylor. What a look. Good puck movement by the Aggies. That was Greer to Taylor, but he couldn't hit the net. It's back the other way. Maxton, who's back in the lineup today, hasn't played the last couple of games for the Matadors. Lauren comes in to help. Lauren. Back to Lessig. He fires wide. It's picked up by Greer. And it gets past Bushton. Lessig dishes to Lauren. CSUN needs a change. Lauren makes sure he gets it in deep. Westerberg once again out. Leaves for Hunter Gurley. Gurley with some space. Pressured by Hefty, and he gives it up. Hefty checked down by Steele, who continues to be a presence for A&M here in the first. Hefty gets it back though. Fires, didn't get to the net. Rebounds! Abaya almost snuck it through the fly hole, but Westerberg clamped the pads together. Now, Ethan Palmer graduated last year for A&M. He played the Matadors several times in his career. Westerberg and Gilliland, the freshman, have never played CSUN in their career. For Vince Seppi, this is his first game against A&M. Hefty line is still out there. Takes the draw against Russell, and he wins it fired wide by Max Gowen, who's the 13th forward tonight. So Gowen filling in on this line for Evan Wright. Gowen was on this line on Sunday against Chapman. Puck turned over to Abaya. Comes to Gowen, his first shift of the game. Hefty, give and go out of the reach of Abaya. Bowles to Dobricott. Fires, deflected wide by Hefty. 5:28 to go in the opening period. Still really all CSUN. Puck just comes out. Russell gives it up to Bowles. Taps to Hefty. Hefty stood up by Spear. Matadors come up with it in deep. Dish to Blasco. He fires. Glove save, Westerberg. Nice save there by Westerberg. A lot of Texas natives for A&M, where they do have some players that are outside of the Lone Star states. Namely Gurley, he's from New York City. Also Jaron Panic, who's not in the lineup tonight, is from Edmond, Oklahoma. Pinnell's from Penrose, Colorado. But mostly Texas natives for the Aggies. Marbach a drive, glove save, Westerberg. Another shot for Alex Marbach, the first goal scorer tonight. Sean Boyle, the head coach for the Aggies, played his college career at Weber State. Been a long-time coach of the Aggies. Got a chance to talk with him before the game. Ryan's shot's gloved off by Westerberg. What a job Sean Boyle has done with the Aggies. The most successful Texas team in ACHA history. Barrengut takes the draw, wins cleanly. Marbach. Marbach shoots over top. Ewan punches it down the wing out of reach of Ryans. 50-50 puck. Pinnell gets it past Blasco and Marbach. Croft picks it up. Croft can't get around to Ewan. Ryans up the wing through Barrengut. Held in and fired wide by Pinnell. Marbach's clearing attempt deflects to Ryans. 2-on-3 for CSUN. Dish to Barrengut. Ryans heads to the net. Barrengut fires. Big rebound just out of the reach of Ryans. Oh, a juicy rebound let up by Westerberg. Ryans couldn't get his stick on the jumpy puck. 4:18 to go in the opening period. Quick up from Lessick through Barrengut. Did deflect though, no icing. Puck played around by Allen, stolen by Rorick. Out front off of Westerberg, fired on by Hoover, stopped by Westerberg, and shot out of play by the defense. 4:04 remaining in the opening period. Certainly been an up and down here though for A&M this season. So they fight to get back in the top 20. Everything is so tightly bunched in the West region. Matadors only trail the number 12 Colorado Buffaloes by 0.61 points, which is nothing in the rankings. So if CSUN can keep this 5-game winning streak alive, they do have a chance to get back to regionals. Peaking at the right time, so to speak. Lessick absorbs a hit, sends down the wing for Rorick. Cycles for Peng, intercepted by Monholland. Monholland give it a rough ride by Peng. Hoover also there to help. Big bump by Bushton as he activates from the points, but A&M clears out. Finn trying to get around Lessick. Finn just chips it below the goal line. Cluster of players dig for it. Pride free to Bushton, sends up the wing for Peng. Peng a bit of space. Got mixed up with the linesman. And it's stolen by Oswald. Oswald trying to cut in, defended well by Lessick and sent out. Pinnell gets it for the Aggies. Pinnell around to Rorick and Lauren. Pinnell shoot stop by Seppi. First save he's had to make in a while, Vincent Seppi. Played down the wing by Roof. Svonder trying to get there. Runs into Bushton. Taken by Dobricott. Dobricott given a rough ride by Oswald. Able to get it to Bushton once more. Bushton skies it into Aggie territory. Steele gets there ahead of Lauren. Tailed in low by Ramirez. Dangles in front, shoots. Blocked by Pinnell, covered up by Westerberg. Andre Ramirez yet again. A nice little play. He's got speed, he's got hands, and oh, by the way, he can hit. A total package for Andre Ramirez. A chance to meet his mother, Kristen, at the game against Chapman on Sunday. 2:27 remaining in the opening period. Stay tuned during the intermission. We'll recap the stats and the scoring plays, and we're going to go over the entire West Region ranking, which came out on Wednesday. The Big Mountain Showcase is going on this weekend as well. During the second intermission, we'll update you on what's going on there in Colorado. Butler shoots, blocked by Bulls, out of play. All the top teams practically in the West Region are there in Colorado this weekend to take part in the Big Mountain Showcase. Some scores already final tonight, so make sure to stay tuned during the second intermission for that. Matadors were kind of hoping to get to either the Big Mountain Showcase or the Beehive Showcase, which is in November, but wasn't invited to either, despite making regionals last year. Puck sent ahead, Abaya trying to wash out the icing. Does get there ahead of Spear. Abaya paid for it, though, as Spear checks him down. Matadors again an aggressive forecheck, yield a turnover. Abaya to right, fires and scores! Levin Wright couldn't one-time it, but didn't matter. Fires it past Westerberg. 3-0 at 1:44. That's a big goal for Evan Wright. It's his first in 10 games. Just his second goal on the year. Got his other goal at Staples Center in the Kings College Cup game against Cal Lutheran. That's a big one for Evan Wright. Got off the schneid point-wise. Last game was ended in an 8-game pointless streak. That was the first game against Chapman in December. Hefty skates in deep. Big late goal for the Matadors just overall as well. Going now out in favor of Wright, who's been battling a knee injury lately. So his minutes being guarded tonight by JP and Steve Gale. Abaya and Hefty pick up the assist on the goal. Sent out front, but no Matadors there. Under a minute remaining in the first. All CSUN here in the opening 20. Hefty back to Lesick. He shoots, deflected by going off of Abaya. And the puck goes out of play. Faceoff stays inside the zone. 47 seconds remaining in the first. Good to see the Hefty line getting going offensively. It's been kind of a struggle for Hefty and Wright, but not Abaya. Abaya second on the team in goals this year. For Hefty, that's his team-leading 15th assist on the year. Well, Hefty's been getting it done assist-wise, but goal production is a little bit down from last year. Ryan's quick shot glove save, Westerberg. Matador's top line seemingly finishes off the first period. Now Goen is filling in for Blasco on the top line. So Goen being played up and down the lineup so far tonight. Berengut takes the draw. Wins it forward. Berengut tried to get it to Goen, didn't connect, as Westerberg was down and out. Bushton back up the wing. Ryan's pitchforks it to the A&M blue line, glove down by Pinnell. Half a minute to go in the opening period. Pinnell, weak pass, works out though to Roof. Race for it. Lesick gets there ahead of Svonderk. Lesick reverses. It works out to Goen. Goen locates the puck, sends it ahead out of the reach of Berengut. Monholland slaps it wide of the nets. Bushton can't get it around Svonderk. Svonderk hits him up high. And then an Aggie check from behind. That was Oswald by Goen. As the period comes to an end. So seemingly CSUN is going to begin the second period on the PK. But so far, so good offensively. Marbach, 4th of the year from Ramirez at even strength. 3 minutes, 30 seconds later, Rourke, his 7th from Hoover at even strength, made it 2-0. And then Wright, his 2nd of the year from Abaya and Hefty at even strength, makes it 3-0. CSUN 0 for 1 on the power play, and A&M's going to start the second with their first power play. We'll get shots on goal for you when we come back, and we'll also update you on the entire new West Region ranking, which came out on Wednesday. That's next on the Matador Sports Network. Welcome back to the Simi Valley Iceplex. I'm Travis Vanotti. Into the first period, number 16, CSUN 3, Texas A&M no score. Alex Marbach opened the scoring, his fourth goal of the season, and the assist on the goal is now being changed to Jack Maxton. At even strength, made a 1-0 Matadors. And then 3.5 minutes later, Cameron Rourke scored his 7th goal of the season from Matt Hoover, also at even strength, to make it 2-0. But Evan Wright got his 2nd goal of the season, first in 10 games from Quinton Abaya, and Garrett Hefty at also even strength made it 3-0. CSUN 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Texas A&M gets their first power play to begin the second. And the shots on goal in the first period tells a lot of the story. 16-4 in favor of the Matadors, as the period was dominated territorially by CSUN, and that certainly shows on the shot clock. Matadors seem to be the quicker team and a little bit more physical of the two teams as well. But Matadors have got to keep going the rest of the way. They really, as I said during the pregame show, can't afford but maybe 2 or 3 losses max, in my opinion, during this semester if they have a chance of making regionals. They really have got to keep this 5-game winning streak going if they want to make regionals in back-to-back years, and certainly sweeping Texas A&M and then beating San Diego State Sunday would be a huge statement in the West region. Tough draws. CSUN is beginning tonight a stretch of 9 games in just 16 days to finish out the regular season, but the boys are not back in school yet, so they can all come to practice and develop some rapport with one another. That was something the team struggled with in the fall. Players like Levi Bowles, John Blasco, Eli Barron got either couldn't go to practice on Tuesdays or had to leave early due to class. And certainly that was all right, as academics come first, obviously. But it's a big reason why the power play really wasn't able to get going in the first half. And now that everybody is able to go to practice on a regular basis, the Matadors are hoping that leads to more success here in January. But so far, so good. Marbach, Rourke, and Wright, the goal scorers. Matadors up a 3 spot. When we come back, we're going to update you on the entire newest West Region ranking, which was released on Wednesday. That's next on the Matador Sports Network. Once again, back at the Simi Valley Isoplex, I'm Travis Van Noting into the first period. Number 16, CSUN 3, Texas A&M no score. Time now to go over the latest West Region ranking, which was released on Wednesday. Northern Arizona still holds the #1 spot. Utah State is #2. So if those two teams stay 1 and 2, they will receive auto bids to nationals. Northern Colorado is 3, Williston State 4, Boise State 5, Denver's ranked 6th, Metro State 7, San Diego State 8, Grand Canyon 9, Arizona State 10, Weber State 11, and Colorado is ranked 12. So those teams 3 through 12 would advance to regionals, which is being hosted by Weber State. Teams on the outside looking in, but it's again very tightly clustered right now in the West region. BYU is 13th, Colorado State 14th, Wyoming 15th, CSUN of course 16th. Texas, they lost 1 game to UTEP this past weekend. They dropped from 13 to 17 with that 1 loss. They do not have a strong strength of schedule. They do have a good goal differential, but Texas, that loss really damaged them. And then they lost to UTEP again on Tuesday, I believe. So Texas may be out of the top 20 when the new ranking comes out on Wednesday, but right now they're 17th. Long Beach State is 18th. Dakota College Botno is 19th, and Cal rounds out the top 20. Again, CSUN is just .61 points behind Colorado for the final regional spot. The Matadors' opponents next weekend, Minnesota State Mankato was ranked 16th in the Central region right now, and Wisconsin Eau Claire is ranked 12th. And if those teams were in the West region, I believe they would be in the top 10, certainly due to their ranking. The Central region is generally regarded as the most, I should say the best region, the deepest region of the 4. So Wisconsin Eau Claire and Minnesota State Mankato are going to be 2 tough teams to handle. Excited to see how good they are. Right now, Wisconsin Eau Claire would make regionals, barring any auto bids from conferences in the Central region. Minnesota State Mankato on the outside looking in, but still right there. Of course, as you can see, the ZAM is off. We'll come back with second period action. Matadors will be killing it penalty next on the Matadors Sports Network. Welcome back once again to the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Vanotti. Start of the second period, number 16, CSUN 3. Texas A&M no score, but they begin the second period with a power play, their first of the game. Max Goen given a boarding penalty with about 3 seconds remaining in the period, and then time expired. A big early test for the Matadors, coming out of the dressing room having to kill a penalty. It's always an interesting thing about the power plays that begin periods, and a lot of people think it's an advantage, it's fresh ice, but when you really think about it, how many of those power plays actually work? I would venture to say it's less than 10%. But you never know. Texas A&M could sure use a goal as they were dominated in that first period. Shots were 16-4 in favor of the Matadors. So A&M only had one more shot than CSUN had goals in that first period. Westerberg still the goalie for A&M. I believe Bryden Gilliland started last night against LMU, but then Westerberg came in relief of him. Goen sits in the box. See, the Matadors elect to start on this PK. So far, so good for CSUN. This is A&M's worst period goal differential-wise. They've scored 39 goals in second periods, and they actually had pretty balanced scoring from period to period. They have 40 goals in first periods and 40 goals in third periods, but they've given up 41 goals against in second periods for a -2 goal differential. They are now a -1 goal differential in first periods with the 3 goals against in the first period. They're a +12 goal differential though in third period, so A&M seemingly a third period team. Ryans, Berengut, Bowles, and Dobrekat start the period on the PK. Ryans against Svonderk on the face-off, and Ryans win to the Dobrekat. Sends it up the wing, intercepted by Oswald and played in deep. Seppi leaves for Bowles, and he just clears out off of Monholland. A&M has to get back onside. Steele didn't realize it, so the play is blown dead. They are not going to rule intentional offside. So the face-off just comes outside the zone to break for the Aggies. 15 seconds into the period. Of course, all the big guns are out right now for A&M. Svonderk, their leading scorer, again takes the face-off against Ryans, wins it to Oswald, who again sends in. Seppi plays it this time to Berengut. Chips it past Pinnell to Ryans, and he clears. Now Rourke and Hoover out. Monholland to Steele, who's been A&M's best player so far tonight, and a physical presence. 50-50 puck comes to Bowles, and Pinnell can't hold the zone. Pinnell back in quickly, stepped up on by Dobrekat. Steele behind the back pass to Svonderk, shot blocked by Bowles. Rebound, they score! Svonderk fires it past Seppi, a power play goal. 56 seconds of the period, and A&M's in the hockey game. That's Svonderk's 18th goal of the season, ties Gary Russell for the team lead. His 4th power play goal, one behind Russell for the team lead, the sophomore from Richardson, Texas. Svonderk had a real nice freshman year last year for A&M. The CSUN penalty kill overall on the year, 79.4%. They're 76.7% here at home. Matadors have got to get that number up. Sent out front, and it's dropped for Croft. Don't know why Butler dropped it, but then it's fired home. Just 20 seconds later, and it's a 1-goal game. That was Spear up top. We'll see if he gets credit. Butler kind of inexplicably dropped the puck. Didn't work out, but then Spear fires it home, and what a start for A&M here. Wonder if Sean Boyle gave it to his troops in between periods, but they've come out with purpose here in the second. It was all CSUN until the puck dropped here for the middle frame. That's what I was talking about during the intermission. The Matadors cannot let up on this Aggie team. Wright intercepts. 2 goals within 20 seconds of each other. Svonderk and then Spear. Taylor with it. Centering pass to flex wide. Unassisted goal for Svonderk. Ewan creeping in, shot blocked. Svonderk picks up the secondary assist on Spear's goal. And I couldn't pick up the primary assister, but we'll get it during the intermission as Westerberg covers up. A good pushback there for CSUN, getting some pressure on A&M. But it is Spear's goal to make it a 1-goal game. Top line is out. Berengut takes the draw against Finn. Berengut wins cleanly. Ryants leaves for Dobricott. His shot stopped by Westerberg. Big rebound stopped by Westerberg. And the puck goes through Bowles. A race for it. Taylor's going to get there ahead of Bowles. But he finishes him along the end wall, and he's going to be ticketed. A couple Aggies go at Bowles. Taylor is still down. And Joyce, the CSUN athletic trainer, is going to come out to check on Jared Taylor. Clearly a board by Bowles. Not the smartest of hits, and we'll see if Bowles gets a 2 or a 5. Taylor's up, skating off under his own power, good to see. This could be costly for CSUN. A&M already a power play goal. Charging penalty officially on Bowles at 17:21. Just simply can't do that. Players in a vulnerable position. And it's a major to Levi Bowles. Well, a major power play for the Aggies. Trying to tie the game early on here in the second. It's been a tale of 2 games. Monholland punches it down the wing. Bushton chips it around Oswald. Held in by Pinnell. A&M regathers, and they're set up. Monholland. Airborne pass out of the reach of Svonderk. Bushton checked down. Play continues. Fired wide by Oswald. And looks like Bushton's going to get a retaliation penalty. It should have been a tripping call on A&M to begin. Bushton did not like the hit he went at that Aggie. He might be joined though. So Bushton goes off. And Steele does as well. So a break for CSUN. Bushton gets 2 for holding. That would have been a real bad situation for CSUN. The good news is Levi Bowles did not get a game or a DQ. He sits in the box, so he's going to be out after serving his major. But what a horrible start to the second period for CSUN. 25 seconds gone by on the major. Still a 5-on-4 advantage for A&M. Ewan up the wing. It's held in by the Aggies. That's Svonderk overloading the left side right now. Worked out front, didn't connect. Monholland dishes to Pinnell. Pinnell, as Marbach in the shooting lane, backs off. Now he takes a shot stop by Seppi. And Blasco sends it packing. 1 minute gone by on the major power play for A&M. Pass out of the reach of Svonderk. Doesn't go for icing. Marbach up the wing, held in by Monholland. Monholland walks around Abaya, but Ewan's there. Monholland a drive, blocked, and it comes out. This A&M start is quieted the crowd here at the Isoplex. Good crowd on hand. First home game of the new year, of course. Matadors only have one more home game after this weekend. Senior night against Washington. Abaya, Rourke, Lauren, and Dobricott. Lauren has transitioned back to defense for this PK. Monholland carries the mail. Leaves it for Greer, who slides it in deep. It was actually Steele that got the holding penalty, and it looks like Bushton 2 for roughing. Play it out. Abaya trying to track it down. He gets there ahead of Monholland, but he rubs him out of the play. Nice defensive play there by Andrew Monholland. Monholland again, the junior from Colleyville, Texas. Penalty upcoming to A&M. It's a holding call at 15:08. Not a good penalty for A&M to take on this major. Monholland heading off. 4-on-4 for the second time tonight. We had very early 4-on-4 play, just 59 seconds into the game. Credit the PK there, drawing a penalty. So there's about a 40-second difference. So A&M will still get the remainder of their major power play when 4-on-4 play is done. Hoover out front, couldn't shoot. Defended well by Ruth. Actually, it's pronounced Reevy, beg your pardon on that. Pennell settles for A&M. And it's sent down by Peng. Puck on end, does not go far enough for icing. 1:20 remaining 4-on-4 play. Nice pressure by Hoover on Spear, the latest goal scorer, able to elude him though. Dish off to Reevy. Reevy's pass picked off by Lessick. He's onside. Lessick kind of flat-footed there, just has to send it in deep. 55 seconds remaining, 4-on-4 play. Pass again intercepted by Lessick. Here comes Maxton. Maxton played it too far ahead of himself. A&M now looking to go the other way quickly. Svonderk all by himself. Just dumps and changes. Marbach hits the back of the net. Fired wide by Oswald. CSUN got away with one there. Maxton reverses for Lessick. Lessick hounded by Taylor, so he's out and good to see. Took that hit from behind by Levi Bowles. Ramirez chips it to himself. Checks down Oswald in front. Maxton, and he scores! Boy, another good play by Andre Ramirez. Was able to check down Oswald, send it out front for Maxton. A 4-on-4 goal gives CSUN a 2-goal lead, back at 13-19. Ramirez, not the biggest guy, but he is so solid on his skates. I think he catches players off guard. That's Maxton's third career goal for the freshman from Pacific Palisades. A huge one for the Matadors. Still 11 seconds remaining, 4-on-4 play. It's kind of evened things out. CSUN was dominating those last couple of shifts. Abaya taps to Hefty, who sends in deep. Ramirez the lone assist, so that's Ramirez's second assist of the game. Remember, he had 3 assists on Sunday in his Matador debut. A&M back on their major as A&M is arguing the puck was deflected and it shouldn't have been icing, but it is. Looks to be about 20 or so seconds now remaining on this major power play. So not only did CSUN get a big penalty drawn on A&M, but they cash in on it 4-on-4. Face-off. It's going to stay in Matador territory. But basically what they're saying is that it shouldn't have been icing, and the face-off comes the dot closest to where the play was blown dead. A break for A&M. One more clear should do it for the Matadors. Now they're going to bring the face-off outside the zone. Drop it at center, so everything's fair. Hefty, Abaya, Bushton, and Lessick out to kill off the remainder of this major disadvantage. Steele chips it in as he's fresh out of the box. Bushton on around for Abaya, held up by Monholland. 10 seconds to go on the major. Pinnell, as A&M gets back on side. Hefty around for Lessick. Nice escape move. Dishes to Bushton. Bushton off of Croft. Does come out though. And then Abaya checks Croft down as Bowles is back out on the ice. So A&M 1 for 2 now on the power play as play is blown dead. 12:15 to go in the second. A&M with 2 goals. 20 seconds apart. Svonderk on the power play. And then Spear. But Maxton from Ramirez 4-on-4 gives the Matadors some more cushion. Draws 1-2 Spear. D to D. Monholland back to Spear. Monholland deflected further by Butler out of play. So things finally settling down here in the second. So a rash of penalties here in the middle frame. Ryans against Greer. It's won by Ryans to Ewan. Blasco swing and a miss a couple of times. It eventually, though, works out to Berengut. Berengut goes wide on Monholland. Cuts out front. The pass doesn't connect. Race for it. Marbach gets there ahead of Greer. Taps to Ewan. Ewan to Ryans. Can't get around Monholland, who plays to Seppi. And he keeps it held as Greer arrives. 11:36 remaining in the second. A&M, they are 1.52 points behind Colorado, and really A&M can't afford too many more losses this season if they want to have a late surge. Lost to Long Beach State 2 nights ago, 9-5. They gave up 4 goals in the third period, which is the most goals they've given up in a third period this season. Beat LMU last night 7-3. They were up 4-1 after the first. LMU had a push in the second. Matador sloppy with the puck. Pass out front doesn't connect from Oswald. Rourke trying to force it out. Kept alive. Dobrikant then intercepted by Oswald. But a back and forth hockey. Bowles off of Roberts. Can't get it around Bowles. Second opportunity is held in by Hoover. Hoover ships to Peng. Given a rough ride by Roberts. Cluster players dig for it. Pinnell checks down Hoover. CSUN wants a penalty, but none coming. Hoover digs it free. Tough play for Dobrikant, able to hold the zone. Pang pinned up by Pinnell, as once again those 4 players battle for it. Hoover, Roberts, Pinnell, and Pang, and it's shot out of play. 10:22 to go in the second, almost to the halfway mark of the game. It's been a fun one so far. CSUN leads the all-time history between these two teams 4-2. Matadors first played A&M in January 2014 when they went out to Texas for the first time ever for a 4-game road trip. Ended up sweeping that road trip, beating A&M in overtime. Alex Ryans got the game winner. They beat Texas State twice and then Texas on Sunday. in 2014. They've played each other every year since. Bushton shoots and scores! Matt Bushton, a CNI shot past Westerberg. It's a 3-goal lead again at 10-12. So CSUN has answered A&M's 2 goals with 2 goals of their own. That's Bushton's 4th career goal, and his first goal not against Chapman. Bushton now has a 4-game point scoring streak. What a shot by Bushton, who was battling injuries to begin his freshman year. He's healthy now and he's contributing. Just past the halfway mark of the game. John Michael Lauren picks up the lone assist. Lauren had a goal on Sunday. Ramirez drops for Maxton. His shot goes wide. Matador's 4th line is out. Ramirez cycles for Maxton. Maxton continues the cycle, disrupted and sent to Finn. Lesick, nice pinch there, but couldn't get the puck. Bushton takes over, flips to Maxton. Further, Lauren gets his head up. Going to rough ride by Monholland. Back for it, Allen. CSUN rolling a change. Allen off of Finn's stick. Westerberg out to play it. It went through him, but thankfully for A&M off the back of the net. That could have been disastrous. Lesick a drive, stopped by Westerberg. Did not see it. What a hit by Wright on Allen. Hefty meanwhile cycles. Wright another big bump on Allen. Hefty to Lesick, his drive over top. Abaya first on it, centering pass deflects up, glove down by Hefty. He fires and it's stopped by Westerberg, rebound. Westerberg covers up as there's all kinds of bodies flying in deep. Penalty upcoming. Looks to be on A&M. As the temperature just gets ratcheted up here in a millisecond. Finn is going off. We'll see if he's joined. Looked like a holding the stick call on Finn. And that's it. So CSUN gets their 2nd power play at 8:30. CSUN 0 for 1 so far tonight. Top line starts. Dobricott to Berengut, the forward at the point. Dobricott in deep for Bowles, the defenseman, who is up front right now. A&M clears out. Actually, a cross-checking call on Finn. Matadors trying to get organized. Almost 30 seconds gone by on the power play. Still, the main advantage is not crisp for the Matadors. Hasn't been all season. Swing and a miss, taken over by Berengut. Pinnell had a chance to clear, but couldn't do so. Bowles comes in to help, taps to Blasco, now Berengut. Berengut shoots, glove save, Westerberg. Remember that one from Christian Westerberg. Berengut in a prime scoring location. Ryans tried to feed it through the legs of Butler, didn't work out. And it's cleared out by Reevy to Butler, 2-on-1. Butler to Greer, behind him. Back the other way, Blasco, 3-on-2. Blasco, shoot stop by Westerberg. Steele sends further for Greer. Play's really opened up on this power play. Greer checked down by Dobricott. Sends to an open patch of ice. Abaya tips to Bowles. 35 seconds remaining on the power play. Bowles checked down. Another penalty upcoming to A&M. It's going to be an interference call at 7:03. CSUN a 5-on-3 advantage for 33 seconds as Steele once again heads off. a huge chance for CSUN to get their biggest lead of the game. Hefty line is out. Bushton and Lessick, the point men. Hefty wins the draw to Bushton with only 33 seconds on this 5-on-3. That was a big face-off win. Bushton shoots, deflects wide. Hefty first on it, dishes to Abaya. Abaya, Hefty. They switch spots. Hefty, cross ice. Lessick couldn't handle it. Bushton, over top. Hefty with time. Returns to Bushton, not a good pass. Down the wing through Lessick. But Matadors come up with it, 1 penalty's over. Cross ice to Abaya as Finn gets in the play. Abaya, nice job to hold in down the wing. Hefty absorbs a hit. Now pinned up by Finn as Finn hits the ice and it's cleared up by Monholland. 1:07 to go on the 5-on-4 power play. Abaya drops back to Lessick. Makes a move around Svonder, dishes to Ryans. Ryans curls away from Monholland. CSUN once again set up. Lessick accepts it off the boards, taps to Bushton. In deep for Bowles. Bowles to Ryans. Single player change. Barrengutt's now out. Gets the puck, one-timer. It's blocked. Nice job there by Spear to get in the way. Lessick to Barrengutt. Just has to hold the zone. Ryans fire, stopped by Westerberg. Rebound chipped on by Blasco, stopped by Westerberg. Cross-checking penalty in front to A&M. 3 consecutive penalties to the Aggies. Another 5-on-3, this time for 26 seconds as Spear heads off. Back-to-back 5-on-3 power plays for CSUN. First one was not a good one. Time of the penalty, 5:29. Shot stopped by Westerberg, and Svonder just gets it past Rorik. A big clear there. Svonder again with it. Sends all the way down. Shot glove save Westerberg, robbing Ramirez. So CSUN is on their 3rd and 4th power plays of the game. 2 seconds to go on this 5-on-3. They win the draw. Another big face-off win. Rorik down the wing for Ramirez. Back to Rorik. 5-on-4 once again for another minute 26. Open look for Ramirez. Couldn't hit the net. And it's cleared out by Steele. Fresh out of the box once again. What a look for Andre Ramirez. 1:10 to go on the 5-on-4 power play. 4:37 to go in the second. Maxton. Fire, stopped by Westerberg. Big rebound. Kept out by Westerberg. Once again, bodies flying. That was John Michael Lauren with the rebound bid. What a save there by a Westerberg. He's been real good in this second period. 59 seconds remaining on the power play. And this is the biggest home crowd of the year. It's a great atmosphere here at the Isoplex. A&M tends to travel well, we've come to find out. Bushton shoots, deflected wide by Maxton. Rorik holds the zone. Ramirez, tough play. Bushton was not at his point position. 45 seconds remaining on this man advantage. Lauren can't get around Reevy. The other way, Steele from the outside, stopped by Seppi. Rorik settles things down. Half a minute to go on the power play. Rorik drops for Bushton. Now Ramirez. Maxton gains the zone. Area pass ahead of Ramirez. Held in by Rorik. Rorik to Ramirez. Can't get around Reevy. A nice play by Rorik to keep things alive. Monholland back up the wing, clears out. That'll do it for the power play. Spear out of the box, so A&M has killed off 3 consecutive penalties, 2 5-on-3 disadvantages to keep it a 5-2 game. Touched with a high stick by Ewan. 3:22 remaining in the middle frame. Matadors 3 goals in the first, 2 goals, 20 seconds apart. Not 2 minutes old into the second period for A&M, made it 3-2, but CSUN has the last 2 goals of the game. Maxton and Bushton to regain the 3-goal cushion. It's been a hectic second period. CSUN really had an opportunity there to open up the game, but once again the power play can't get it done. Just continues to be a bugaboo. Blasco upends an Aggie, but play continues. Svonder can't get around Ryans. Nice defensive play by the captain. Ryans turns on the Jets. Monholland meets him step for step, finishes him along the end wall. Blasco in front, no Matadors there. Oswald taps further for Taylor. Angled off by Marbach. Svonderk now with it. Svonderk walks out front, couldn't shoot. The other way, Blasco. What pace here in the second as well. He's tired, needs a change. Westerberg leaves for Pennell. Pennell stretches it to Oswald, deflects in. Bowles. Cross check down, but again, play continues. So now the refs are letting him play a bit. Bowles again. Pressured by Roberts, sends to Marbach. Further, Hoover. Area pass, too far for Rorick. Turned over initially by Gurley, gets it back though and sends to Steele, leaves for Roberts, through Pennell. Pang hard on the forward check. Pennell up the wing, down the ice. Now it won't go for icing. Seppi tees it up for Bowles, 1:48 to go in the period. Dobergat tried to get it to Pang, didn't work out. Nice job by Roberts once again. Finn tries to return it to Roberts, intercepted by Bowles. Steele spins and fires off a Pang. Gurley has trouble with it. Hoover hammered right at the A&M bench. That was a big bump there by Steele. In front, just chipped wide. And Dobercat make that right, goes careening into the A&M net. So Steele, another big hit right in front of his mates. Meanwhile, Wright, nice open look in front, runs into Westerberg. 1:16 remaining in the second. Stay tuned during the intermission. We'll recap all the stats and scoring plays, and we'll go over the Big Mountain Showcase, which is going on right now in Colorado. Started yesterday with 1 game. We'll update you on all the finals and all the games that are currently going on. Hefty against Greer. Lessick returns to Hefty, sends side of the net. Monholland slams it ahead. That won't go for icing. Bushton out of the reach of Abaya. 1 minute to go in the period. A&M takes back possession. We'll say this for A&M, a much better period. They've kind of evened things out, and we're in for a heck of a third here at the Isoplex. Wright drops for Hefty. Fires wide. Good look for Hefty, but couldn't hit the nets. Taylor, make it Butler looking for a late one, just turns it over to Lessick. Not a good dump in. Turned over once again to the Aggies. Monholland flips in. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Bushton, stretch pass off a Hefty. Good athletic play there to at least clear the zone. Oswald back in onside. Dishes off Taylor. Stopped by Seppi. Big late save by Vincent Seppi, perhaps his best of the game. 7 seconds left. Abaya just creates some space. Make sure he gains the red line. And that's the end of the second period. Ooh, catch your breath. That was a fast and furious 20 minutes. CSUN 3-0 lead coming into the period. Svonderk then on the power play, his 18th of the year to tie Gary Russell for the team lead. Unassisted made it 3-1. Then just 20 seconds later, Christian Spear fired one home. Assisted by Svonderk at even strength to make it 3-2. But then CSUN got back on top of things. Jack Maxton scored his 3rd goal of the season, assisted by Andre Ramirez 4-on-4 to make it 4-2. Then Bushton, his 4th goal from John Michael Lord at even strength, makes it 5-2. CSUN 0 for 4 on the power play, and Texas A&M is 1 for 2. We'll get shots on goal for you when we come back. We'll recap all the stats as well, and then we'll go over the Big Mountain Showcase. 5-2 CSUN after 40 on the Matador Sports Network. Welcome back to the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Vanotti, end of 2. Number 16, CSUN 5, Texas A&M 2. Going back to the first, Alex Marbach opened the scoring, his 4th goal of the season, assisted by Ramirez. It was changed back to Ramirez, which is the correct assist. The even strength made a 1-0 CSUN. Then Cameron Rorick scored his 7th goal of the season, assisted by Matt Hoover at even strength to double the lead. Finally, Evan Wright, his 2nd goal of the season, first in 10 games from Quinton Abaya, and Garrett Hefty at even strength made it 3-0. A&M, what a start to that second period, just 56 seconds in. Houston Svonder scored unassisted on the power play, his 18th goal of the season to tie Gary Russell for the team lead. His 4th power play goal, one behind Russell for the team lead. Cut into the CSUN lead. And then just 20 seconds later, it was Christian Spears scoring, assisted by Colin Butler, and Svonder could even strength to make it 3-2. But then CSUN got back on the horse and got the final 2 goals of the period. Jack Maxson, his 3rd goal of the season from Ramirez, 4-on-4, made it 4-2. Then Bushton, 4th of the season from John Michael Lorne at even strength, made it 5-2. CSUN 0 for 4 on the power play. Texas A&M 1 for 2. Shots on goal in the second, 13-8 in favor of CSUN. So overall in the game, 29-12. So Andre Ramirez, just 5 periods in his CSUN career, and already he has 5 assists. A real good start for the graduate student. He's the only player currently that has a multi-point game for CSUN. Houston Svonder has a multi-point game with a goal and assist for A&M. It's his 11th multi-point game of the season, tying Gary Russell for the team lead in that department. Matadors have got to keep going in the 3rd period. They need a much better start. Obviously, as you know, A&M is going to want to come out hard, and they really cannot afford a loss tonight if they want to get back into the regionals picture. So, you know, A&M is going to come at them with everything they have. CSUN has got to be ready. So far, so good for the Matadors. They handled a little bit of adversity to begin that 2nd period. Struck back with 2 nice goals from Maxton and Bushton to get back the 3-goal cushion. Coming up next, we're going to go over the Big Mountain Showcase, which is going on in Colorado. It's the 2nd annual Big Mountain Showcase. All the top teams in the West are there, and we will update you on what's going on there when we come back on the Matador Sports Network. Once again, back at the Simi Valley Iceplex, I'm Travis Fanotti. Into the second period, number 16 CSUN 5, Texas A&M 2. Time now to update you on what's going on at the Big Mountain Showcase in Colorado. It's the second annual showcase they're having out there. The Big Mountain Hockey Conference is hosting it. One game yesterday to start the tournament. Number 1, Northern Arizona lost to number 6, Denver 6-4, so a big win for the Pios today. There are 14 teams that are there participating, so lots of scores. First of all, number 8 Cincinnati in the Central region beat number 4 Williston State 8-5, so it just goes to show you how strong the Central region is. Williston State made Nationals last year as the number 1 seed in the West, but losing to Cincinnati today in a high-scoring affair. Number 5 Boise State beat number 11 Weber State 4-2. This is a big one. Number 10 Arizona State beat number 12 Colorado 3-2, so that's a big win for the Sun Devils. NAU got back on the winning track today, beating number 7 Metro State just by a goal, but they still won 3-2. Lots of good games there today. This is a big one as well. Number 2 Utah State outlasts number 3 Northern Colorado in their own barn in Greeley 4-3. And finally, the last final is number 19 Dakota College Botno beats Denver 5-4. Dakota College, they're a new team in the ACHA. They are postseason eligible, but I don't think they're going to be able to make regionals if they get that high, because you have to play a certain number of games against teams in your own region, and Dakota College plays a lot of Division I teams in North Dakota. I just don't think they're going to have enough games played against teams in the West region to qualify, but still a good victory for Dakota College. And lastly, number 9 Grand Canyon is playing number 14 Colorado State right now. Third period just got underway. Grand Canyon leading 4-1, so that's good news for the Matadors that Colorado State, a team they're trying to catch in the rankings, is losing. So far, some good scores. Colorado loses. That's good for the Matadors. That's the team they're trying to catch for 12th right now. Weber State loses, the number 11 team. So that's good news. And that's the biggest result of the day. Utah State beating UNC by a 4-3 score. We'll step aside for just a moment. A big third period on tap. CSUN once again leads by 3 on the Matadors Sports Network. Travis Fanotti back with you at the Simi Valley Iceplex. Start of the third period, number 16 CSUN 5, Texas A&M 2. Matadors trying to hang on and earn a very important victory tonight against Texas A&M, who's just outside the top 20. Ranked 22nd right now. Sean Boyle, their head coach, did tell us before the game started that the Texas Collegiate Hockey Conference is supposed to get an auto bid this year. So A&M is the team that's likely in line for that auto bid should they win their conference tournament, which the University of Texas is hosting this year in Austin. So that's one spot that's going to be taken up right now, because There's no Texas team that's in the top 12. So CSUN is going to need to finish at least 11th if they hope to get back to regionals at this point in time. Also, I believe the Pac-8 is supposed to get an auto bid once again as well, but Arizona State right now is 10th. So as long as ASU wins the Pac-8 tournament, they're not going to take a spot away from anybody. We'll see how the rest of the season shakes out. Meanwhile, third period begins 5-on-5. The fourth line starts. Maxton, Ramirez, and Lauren, and it's looked good tonight so far. Marbach and Ewan, the defensemen. Matadors have their four-line attack back with the addition of Andre Ramirez, something they had all of last season, and they just wore teams down as the game went along. Ramirez chips it ahead. Race forward on the fresh ice, doesn't go for icing. Pinnell angles him off. Matadors are going to look to wear down A&M as this third period goes along. Lauren with it. Out front, Ramirez shoots, stopped by Westerberg and cleared out. Icing on the Aggies. Good look there for Andre Ramirez, who had a real good look in the second period but couldn't hit the nets. Couple of assists tonight for Andre Ramirez once again. 5 points in 5 periods so far as a Matador. He's the only CSUN player with multi-points so far tonight. The scoring's been spread out, which is good to see as well. That's something CSUN prided themselves on last year. Sitting out front, Lauren, a drive stopped by Westerberg. Another big save by Westerberg, who's played well tonight for A&M, keeping them in it. Maxton quickly back in, stepped up on by Pinnell. Lauren, nice pirouette, shoots, it's blocked by the defenseman, Peavy. Knocked in midair by Lauren, kept out by Westerberg. And now Barron got in front, he scores! Boy, just too much pressure in front. The A&M defense failing. Their goalie, Christian Westerberg there. Matadors with biggest lead as Westerberg slams down his water bottle on top of the net. Just a minute and 11 seconds into this third period. We'll see who gets credit. Thought it was Berengut, but there was also another Matador there. At any rate, CSUN their biggest lead. It's a big early goal for the Matadors. Shots blocked. Bryant's clears out. It's on goal, no icing. Now, you can't really fault Westerberg being frustrated. His defense completely failed in there to clear the puck out. And actually, it's Maxton who got his stick on it last. His second goal of the game. Berengut and Ewan pick up the assist. So Maxton, his second goal of the game. It's his second career multi-goal game. He had a 2-goal game against LMU, his first 2 career goals back in early November. Oh, a big one there for Maxton, his 4th goal as a freshman. CSUN has scored 3 straight since A&M cut the lead at 3-2 early on in the second. CSUN still controls. Top line is out. Alex Ryans out of the reach of Blasco, and Dobricott can't hold in. So it's been a game of runs. CSUN scored 3 in the first. A&M scored 2 early in the second. CSUN has now scored 3. Plays whistle down. Texas A&M technically is an unranked team. CSUN this season against unranked teams 6-2. So they've done pretty well. 2 losses early this season to Washington and Cal State Fullerton has hurt the Matadors certainly, but they're going to get chances against both of those teams in the same weekend coming up in 2 weeks. Last weekend of the regular season. CSUN right now is 4-5 against ranked teams. 2-5 against teams ranked above them. Perfect 2-0 against teams ranked below them. Both of those wins to Long Beach State. Hefty chips it in, going on the forecheck. Reeve turns it over to Abaya. Centering pass blocked, and that took a bite out of that Aggie. Ewan plays into that prone player as the whistle's blown. Remember, Jarrett Taylor was hit from behind in the second period. He's out on the ice right now. And has looked all right. That's good news for Texas A&M. Skating off gingerly. The most recently injured Aggie. That is Andrew Monholland, looks like. Actually, it's Pinnell, beg your pardon. So Pinnell, one of A&M's better defensemen, shaken up. See if he's able to come back. Seppi keeps it held as Taylor and Finn arrive. 17:06 remaining in the third. Looking good for CSUN right now, but they've got to keep pushing. And really, CSUN would do well to win this game by as much as possible to get the goal differential up still. Matadors +7 goal differential in their last 2 victories against Chapman. The computer rankings cap games at 7 goals for. So if you beat a team by more than 7 goals, you only get credit for beating them by 7 goals. That's a countermeasure to keep teams from playing weaker competition to get the goal differential up. But still, CSUN, their numbers improving as the season goes along, peaking at the right time. Abaya to Goen, tough play. Croft sends in as he's upended by Ewan. Marbach around for Abaya. Abaya turns on the Jets, walks around Greer. Now goes wide on Spear. Drops it for Hefty. Hefty shoots over top. Hefty first on the puck. Matadors have won a majority of the puck races tonight. Hefty's shot again goes wide. Hefty in front out of the reach of Hoover. Bushton fires off of that prone A&M forward up and out of play. Faceoff stays inside the zone. 16:08 remaining in the third. Stands are packed here at the Isoplex. It's one of the best, if not the best, atmosphere we've seen this season. Fans, I think, a little hungry for some CSUN hockey. Saw the Borgugians here. Ellis Borgugian graduated last season. Good to see them. Rourke wins the draw, plays side of the net, and Westerberg covers up. Westerberg continuing to play well for A&M in between the pipes. First year on the team. Back up Bryden Gilliland, a freshman. So Ethan Palmer, their longtime goalie, graduated. Sean Boyle having to start again with 2 new goalies this year. Played in by Steele. Seppi stays put. Bushton tries to reverse. Svanderk out front. Steele didn't have his stick on the ice. Drive from the line, stopped by Seppi. That was Gurley with the bid. Pang trying to clear head on Mike Gurley. Shot on, and Seppi makes the save on Svanderk. And Svanderk gets tangled up with Lessig. It's been a frustrating night for Houston Svanderk. A&M's leading scorer. He does have a goal and an assist tonight. But other than that, has not really been too visible. No penalties as a result. 15:28 remaining in the third. Fourth line is back out. Puck goes by Gurley. Gurley watched by Maxton, who's looking for a hat trick here in the third. Gurley up the wing, hits a couple of players. Gloved forward by Dobrikot, touched first by A&M, so we continue. Dobrikot, man, what a tough shift for him so far. Ramirez drops it out of the reach of Lauren. Bowles slaps it around. Westerberg cuts it off for Gurley. Gurley reverses for Reeve. Picked up by Svanderk, 2-on-3. Svanderk, backhand bid stop by Seppi. Good defense by Bowles. Ramirez had to be a little careful there, almost turned it over, but it worked out. Ramirez finishes his hit, then he's hit by Steele. That should be interference. CSUN's calling for too many men on the ice. First of all. Second of all, interference on Steele as he retaliated on Ramirez. It's a roughing call to Steele. Not a good penalty for Brandon Steele to take. Ramirez, a clean hit, just finishing his check. But Steele lost his cool, hit Ramirez down. Clearly interference. So CSUN gets their 5th power play at 14:29 so far, 0 for 4 tonight. First penalty of the 3rd period. Steele yet again in the box. It's 3rd penalty of the game. The 4th straight penalty taken by A&M. CSUN, if they can get a power play goal here, might put this game out of reach. Roughing or interference, take your pick. They choose roughing. Roberts trying to clear. It's held in by Dobricott. Bulls and Monholland cancel. Dug free by Blasco. Blasco's pass deflects right to Roberts and he clears. Top line starts this power play. So far it's yielded nothing. Nice job by Taylor on the PK, dug free by Berengut. Berengut to Ryans. Tape to tape, Dobricott. Back forward, Monholland. Monholland around, kept alive by Ryans. Bulls to Berengut. One touches Ryans, stopped by Westerberg. Blasco with 52 seconds to go on the power play. Hit by Roberts, leaves for Ryans. Berengut one-timer deflected wide by Bowles. Blasco loses an edge, but Ryans is there. Feeds it in front, disrupted. Skated out by Monholland, and he's held up by Bowles. Things will be evened up. Bowles trying to draw a penalty there. The ref demonstratively telling Bowles to go to the box. I don't know what that's about, but it's a holding call on Bowles. Monholland does not get a retaliation penalty. So 4-on-4 for the 3rd time tonight for 36 seconds, and then barring another penalty, A&M will get their 3rd power play of the game. So CSUN now 0 for 5 on the power play as it continues to be an issue.
I want to watch this replay.
Hefty wins the draw to Lessick, shovels it around for Abaya. Bushton's the 4th player right now. Nice pass by Abaya to Hefty, gets a rise out of the CSUN bench. Hefty waiting for some help in front ahead of Abaya. Abaya checked down well, but he gets up and has the puck. Abaya shoots, stopped by Westerberg. 15 seconds remaining, 4-on-4. Hefty hit from behind. Play continues. Could have been a hitting from behind penalty there. Lessick, nice back check around for Bushton. Bushton hammers down Reavy. Now Hefty gains body position on Butler. Power play now for A&M. Things are really getting rough. CSUN's offside. So A&M now is on their 3rd power play. They're 1 for 2. Svonderk, an unassisted power play goal in the 2nd. Bushton sends all the way on goal, stopped by Westerberg. Under a minute to go on this A&M power play. 12 minutes to go in the 3rd. 1 goal so far here in the 3rd period. Maxton his 2nd of the game. Taylor shovels it around, no Aggies there. Nice job by Svonderk to hustle to get there first, but he's pickpocketed by Abaya. Lessick all the way down. It's been a fun one tonight. CSUN a strong 1st period. Really since the start of the 2nd, they've handled the play against A&M. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Steele dishes to Svonderk. Hoover, Rorick, Ewan, and Marbach to finish off the PK. Deflected in by Steele. And Seppi covers up. Six seconds remaining on the power play. Big face-off here. A&M wants to try and get at least 1 shot on the remainder. Draws one to Oswald. Sharp angle, big gloved off by Seppi. Again, Seppi is First career start against A&M. Comes in with a 21-6-0-1 career record, his 28th career start. 2.96 career goals against. What a career it's been for Vincent Seppi. Bulls out of the box. A&M 1 for 3 on the power play. Stolen by Hoover. He's on a breakaway. Hoover! Stopped by Westerberg. Another key save by Christian Westerberg, who's been A&M's best player overall tonight, as the Aggies are called for icing. That might have done it for CSUN. But A&M still in the game. Nice patience by Hoover, but outweighted by Westerberg. Fourth line again out for the Matadors. Ewan and Lessick. As Marbach is tired, so a mixed D pair. Maxton takes the draw. It's won though by, looks like Croft. Lessick's shot glove down by Westerberg. That was actually Svonderk. So this is A&M's top line against CSUN's fourth line, which last semester may have been a problem for the Matadors, but now with their four-line attack, JP and Steve Gale feel confident rolling all four lines now, and as well they should be. That's any longer a mismatch. Ramirez shoots wide. Horrible turnover there by A&M. Doesn't come back to Burnham though. There's Croft and he clears out. But it goes for icing. 10-16 remaining in the third. CSUN's led the entire game. Marbach, Rourke, Wright in the first. Svonderk unassisted on the power play. And then 20 seconds later, Spear to begin the second. Made it a 3-2 game, but CSUN has the last 3 goals. Maxton in the second. Bushton in the second, only goal here in the third. Maxton once again. Lauren pinned up by a couple of Aggies. But he gets the puck back. Lauren cycles for Ramirez, stepped up on by Svonderk. So far the A&M top line's been hemmed in their own zone. Stretch out of the reach of Oswald. No icing though, as he was ahead of the red line, seems. Bushton able to skate away. Greer holds the zone. Now taken by Lessick. Lessick stretch pass on goal, no icing. Ramirez on it first. Ramirez shovels it on around. Things settle down here a bit in the third. Second period was a real fun one to watch. First period all CSUN. Lessick creeps in, stopped by Westerberg. Lauren back in, glove down by Croft. Croft wide of Seppi. 50-50 puck. Lessick stabs it away from Butler. Side of the net. Worked out front by Greer, but no Aggies there. Blasco gets it to Barron, who deflects in. Vlasic can't get there ahead of Greer. Kept alive by Bowles. A second time. Look, really pinballing around last few moments. Bryant's taps to Barrongut. Barrongut off the side of the net, gets it back, stopped by Westerberg, cleared out as the net's dislodged. 8:21 remaining in the third. Remember, this is A&M's best period, plus 12 goal differential coming in. For the Matadors, this is their best period as well, plus 19 goal differential. Period best 40 goals coming in. So far, CSUN has won the period and is looking good to end this 2-game losing streak against Texas A&M. CSUN won the first 4 games between these two teams, but A&M has won the last 2. At the A&M Showcase last year, Matadors played A&M the final day, lost 2-1. That was a great game. Seppi covers up. James O'Reilly was A&M's best player. He has played 5 games this year for the Aggies. Don't know if he's maybe had injury trouble or whatnot, but O'Reilly, that's a Big loss for A&M on the back end. O'Reilly got a goal, and then the primary assist on a deflection goal gave A&M the victory. Reeves' shot is stopped by Seppi. Taylor out of the reach of Roberts, able to get to it first though. Mulholland shot blocked by Marbach, rebounds. Roberts shoot stopped by Seppi. Seppi picked it up through traffic. Another one of his better saves tonight. Hasn't been too busy, only 14, make it 12 shots on goal for A&M through 2. Mulholland a drive stop by Seppi. Hefty absorbs a Taylor hit. Then he hits down Finn. And a third chance, he hits down Roberts. A&M nice possession on that shift. Hefty with 3 big hits in a row. Clears the zone. Right behind the back pass to Rorick. Deflects over top. Marbach holds the zone. Puck play to Oswald. Marbach steps up on Svonderk. Back and forth hockey, Goen chips in. Reeve weighs his options. Plays it right to Rorick, taken by Pang. Pang plays in, 6.5 to go in the third. Reeve around for Mulholland, further steal. Steal leaves for Mulholland. Nice pressure by Pang, yields a turnover. Rorick picks the pockets of Mulholland out front, deflects away from Goen. Marbach shot blocks. Marbach flat-footed, picked up by Steele. 2-on-2, shot stopped by Seppi. Rebound stopped by Seppi. Houston Svonderk robbed on the rebound bid. Seppi 2 key saves. 6:11 remaining in the third. A&M has come alive the last couple moments. But Vince Seppi has been good when called upon tonight. Bushton sends on goal, no icing. Westerberg covers up as Maxton arrives. CSUN, their 5-game winning streak on the line. A&M split with Washington over the weekend. So far 1-1 on their SoCal trip, losing to Long Beach State 2 nights ago 9-5. Beat LMU last night 7-3. CSUN really can't afford to lose but 2 or maybe 3 games. And it depends on which 3 teams they lose to if they want to make regionals again. Ramirez a nice check. Maxton cross-check down. That's going to be a penalty. Well, Maxton going for the hat trick. Cross-check down at the moment of truth. CSUN back to the power play at 5:40 as Jack Greer heads off. Little jack-on-jack crime right there. Matadors' 6th power play. They're 0 for 5 tonight. Again, if CSUN can get a power play goal here, you would imagine that would be the straw that breaks the camel's back, but power play continues to be an issue. Butler, all by himself, shoots, it's blocked by Bushton. Big rebound, Roberts hammered down by Lessig. What a hit by Will Lessig. This has been an extremely physical game. And Butler, I think that Roberts is having a bit of trouble heading off. CSUN has been the more physical team tonight, but A&M has thrown their weight around as well. These 2 teams definitely going to be a little sore after tonight's game. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., same 2 teams right here at the Isoplex. Sunday morning, it's a huge one. Number 8, San Diego State comes to town. Matadors trying to avenge a 5-3 loss to the Aztecs earlier this year. 1:36 remaining on the power play. Lauren trying to track it down. Spear gets there first and sends out. So the fourth line on this power play with Bushton and Lessick the point men. CSUN is keeping their lines together in these power play groupings, looking for some kind of magic. Bushton's shot stopped by Westerberg, no rebounds. The key there was no rebound by Christian Westerberg. Couple of Matadors right at the top of the crease. So it seems like it's the top line and the fourth line that are getting kind of the preference on the power play tonight. Hefty line has played a bit on the PP, but still no results. 1:16 to go on the main advantage. Top line is out right now. Barron got once again at the point, along with Dobricott. Bowles is up as A&M clears. Barron guts to Ryants, has all kinds of open ice. Ryants, little head fake, loses possession. Ryants again to Barron guts. Dobricott, crisp puck movement to Ryants. Barron got one timer, deflected wide by Bowles. Matadors win the puck battle. Barron guts to Blasco, back to Ryants. Barron guts, blocked by Finn. Barron gut again, shoots, stopped by Westerberg, rebound. Blasco shoots, it deflects wide. What a look for Blasco. Barron guts to Dobricott. Barron gut again, shoots, deflected wide by Blasco. Westerberg is able to cover up. Covered up for just a second. Got a whistle. 17 seconds remaining on the power play. Pressure this time by CSUN, but again, they really just need results. And you hate to keep harping on the power play with a 4-goal cushion, but CSUN is really going to need the power play to produce in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Matadors are going to need all facets of their game clicking if they hope to have success against Minnesota State Mankato and Wisconsin Eau Claire. Big face-off here. Hefty wins it to Bushton. A drive wide. Lessick absorbs a hit, sends down low. Right gains body position, returns to Lessick. Lessick's had a real good game tonight for CSUN. It's been a physical presence. Out of the box, Greer. CSUN now 0 for 6 on the power play tonight. It's been the one facet of their game that hasn't really done well tonight. But again, still time to work on the power play. Just 3:15 left. Looking good for the Matadors. Seppi lets it out to Bushton. No reason to cover there. Lessick returns to Bushton. Abaya to Wright. Wright chips in and heads off. Westerberg leaves it. Hefty steals to Hoover. His shot's blocked. Another turnover by Westerberg in behind the net. That hasn't come back to haunt him yet. Ewan headman's intercepted by Butler. A&M is still offside. Meanwhile, Marbach out of the reach of Abaya. Monholland takes over. Monholland chips to Gavin Wilkinson. Seldom seen tonight. Hoover quickly the other way. 2-on-4. Hoover turns on the Jets. Backhand bid stopped by Westerberg. Cleared out. Marbach, nice job to hold the zone. Hoover takes a run, and it comes out. Marbach back in as CSUN touches up. Spear. D-to-D, Monholland. Just sent to the CSUN blue line. Rorick from the outside, stopped by Westerberg. 1:40 all that's left. Marbach clears out, but that's icing. 1:28 remaining. I think A&M is kind of conceded here over the last minute or so. And a timeout's been called. Matadors use their timeout. CSUN led 3-0 after the first. Marbach, Rorick, Wright. A&M got in the game 2 goals 20 seconds apart. Not 2 minutes into the second period. Svondruk on the power play, followed by Spear, but then CSUN got their game going once again and have handled things ever since. Maxton and then Bushton answered in the second to make it 5-2. A lone goal here in the third, Maxton. His second career multi-goal game. And the Maxton line is out. I should probably stop calling them the fourth line. They're really not a fourth line. The Maxton line. Fourth line by definition, but this is quite a trio. Maxton, Lauren, and Ramirez, allowing the Gales to roll 4 lines once again, which made the Matadors successful last season. Ramirez finishes his hit, almost had a breakaway. And again, that's another example of Andre Ramirez, just how solid he is on his skates. Not the biggest player, but my goodness, he is real tough to knock off the puck. 1 minute to go. 3-on-1 for CSUN. Maxton. Shoot, stopped by Westerberg. Dobrik on a drive, stopped by Westerberg. So Maxton once again going for the hat trick as the puck hits the rafters. Stopped by Westerberg. No change for A&M. 41 seconds left. Now they are being allowed to change as it was deflected. If you shoot the puck out of play and it's not deflected in your own zone, you can't change, but it did deflect into the rafters, so A&M gets a fresh set of players out there. Maxton takes the draw against Svondruk. Svondruk wins it. Bushton flips in, glove down by Lauren. They're onside. Maxton, nice forecheck, yields a turnover. Maxton didn't get to Lauren. Bushton to Ramirez, but he was in the zone offside. 19 seconds left. Perhaps the final face-off. A real strong effort tonight by the Matadors as A&M is called for icing. Really controlled play from start to finish. Had a bit of a sluggish start to the second period. A&M kind of came at them with everything they had, but the Matadors reestablished their game. Really, this has been a comfortable victory tonight. CSUN, the better team this year between the two teams. Lessig's shot deflects in. One more, why not? 7-2 with just 10 seconds left. We'll see if Lessig gets credit. Don't know what that hit. It definitely hit something. That's a real important goal for CSUN. So they look to win this game by 5 now.